Right, a little bit of banjo music there for Cy Harris, because apparently Cy really likes banjo music, and he's been complaining that I don't play enough of it. Cy, that was just for you. I'm going to try and make this a short video today. I know usually when I say that it ends up being a very long video, but of course my new Royal Enfield Classic arrived yesterday and I've barely had time to ride it. We've just been given back a little bit of motorcycling freedom. I'm itching to get out, and I may even film Saturday's virtual ride on the Royal Enfield Classic 500 Chrome. Now, as you know, I don't really do first impression videos, so I'm going to need a few days over the weekend to get to grips with this bike before I'm willing to give my opinions on it. But I did record a little bit of bike porn for you to watch while I'm talking today. Now, talking about freedom, Wednesday's video about the relaxing of lockdown regulations and how that affects motorcyclists. I'm sorry to say we got a really distasteful element leaving comments on that video. I think mainly from the state of Texas. I'm not quite sure why they latched onto this video, but the general tone and language was terrible, so all I can do is apologise for that. I did receive a few complaints about it from regular viewers, sort of complaining that I wasn't keeping it under control and keeping the comments section up to my usual standards. I was very aware of it and I was doing my absolute level best to keep it under control. The comments by and large were of shall we say, subversive nature, and as I said, there was a lot of bad language. As I said a few weeks ago, YouTube is broken at the moment. I think that video got something like 300 comments in the first 18 hours or so. The language filters are not working properly. They are allowing a fair amount of bad language through, and the entire comment section is so slow, glitchy and laggy when you're trying to run through it. I think it just got to the point on Wednesday where it was overloaded, to the point of being just about unnavigable for me. Now, it does appear to have calmed down now, and I think I've got on top of it. Hopefully that'll be the end of it now, and as I say, my apologies to anyone who was offended. Now, for our American cousins, generally speaking, we don't have any problems. And as I've said, I think it was just specific regions of America that were causing some problems because of certain civil unrest incidents that are ongoing at the moment. These are difficult times for everyone. I'll turn a blind eye to it this time. Now, the main purpose of today's video is our promised Motone Customs that I would just update you on the current situation. The Rule Britannia Promotion, 15% off to viewers of this channel. Now, I did mention last week that if restrictions were lifted so that we could ride, that Motone Customs would have fulfilled their promise regarding this offer, and they would be closing it down. Now, Sam's view on this at Motone is that the promotion is Rule Britannia. It's to cover the lockdown in Britain. And although in England we do have a certain amount of freedom to be able to ride now, that's not the same case in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So for the time being, the Motone Customs Rule Britannia promotion will continue to run. And that's 15% off all Motone Customs products with the discount code Britannia, and I'll pop that discount code in the video description down below just in case you forget it. Now, Motone have been low on stock for a little while on certain very popular items, most notably their world famous X-Pipes, and of course their even more famous rubber tank pads. Apparently there's been a bit of a waiting list for these, so Motone have asked me to let you know they are now back in stock, although they're not sure how long for because they're selling like hotcakes. Also, tail tidies for the air-cooled Bonnevilles and the liquid-cooled Bonnevilles are either back in stock or they're going to be in stock very shortly. And they have some new parts coming for the Speed Twin. And I believe these are the new headlamp lowering brackets and tail tidies. Also, the helmet locks that I reviewed a few weeks ago sold out very quickly. They're also now back in stock, proving to be a very popular item for the liquid cooled T120 and T100, I believe. And the black billet indicators are now back in. I quite literally can't keep up with Motone. So if you've been frustrated by the lockdown, you've wanted to do some tinkering but the parts that you wanted weren't available, they are now available. Fill your boots while the discount's still available and stocks last. And finally, the Motone Customs Rule Britannia photograph competition. A chance for you to show off your bike complete with Motone Customs accessories. Now, just a quick reminder of the rules, because Motone have had a huge response this month and some people are not adhering to the rules. So just to clear things up for people and to avoid any disappointment, you're allowed a maximum of 3 photographs. One of those photographs must be a full-length photograph of your motorcycle. Also, one of those photographs must clearly show at least one Motone Customs accessory is fitted to your bike. Your photographs must be taken in landscape orientation and not portrait orientation. And to adhere to the original concept of the lockdown rules, the photograph must be taken on your own private property, not in a public place. And I think that is particularly important in order to keep it fair for those in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, and also for those entrants who submitted the photographs before the lockdown rules in England changed. Now, I think that's everything. You should submit your photographs to Motone Customs by email to the email address that I'll provide in the video description. And you should entitle your photographs Uncle Stu's Photo Competition. And that's just so that Sam can identify people that are actually entering the competition or customers that are just sending them in for the hell of it. There's a really good prize pool for this competition. If you want to know what it is, watch one of the previous videos, because I am starting to feel a bit like a broken record constantly going over this promotion and this photo competition. But then I suppose that is the nature of promotions and photo competitions, because I'd like to make sure that everybody has an equal chance of entering. Right, that's it for this video. I want to go out and ride my bike now. I will be back tomorrow with the virtual bike ride, hopefully on the Classic 500. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification button so that you can be informed whenever I upload a new video. If you have to ride, please ride carefully, and I'll see you tomorrow.